Hello friends, welcome to the part 4 of NetflixClone. So this is the project that we are going to build using React.js and Firebase. So if you haven't watched our previous parts, then you can check my description. I added a video link. Now let us move inside our project. So now we have to change this sign-up screen from this to the Netflix sign-up screen like this. First of all, you have to go inside signupscreen.js file, and instead of this text here, I declare a class and the name is signupscreen, and inside this I want to create the form. First of all, we have to write here sign in like this. You can see here in h1 text there is sign in, then here to input text, and here the button. So after this sign in, I create two input field. First is for our email, so I write here placeholder email, and type is also email. And second is for our password, so type is password. And the last one is for our button. I want to display the text for our button, that is sign in, and button type is also submit. Now save the file, and you can see here the nice input tag and the button is added. Now we apply styles for our these tags to go inside our screens, and I want to create sign up screen CSS. First we have to import inside our JS file. First I want to display CSS for our this class name. So sign up screen. The CSS is not added because we have to write the dot here, and you can see the nice black screen behind our this sign up screen class is added successfully because we applied this background with this RGBA functionality, and margin left and right is auto because we have to maintain the aspect ratio. Then max width is 300. Then we have to apply styles for our this form. For that, right here sign up screen and go inside form. Here I want to write display green, and I want to write text direction, that is column, because I want to show this stuff vertically. And the next thing that we have to add for this input text, go inside sign up screen and form and input, and here I want to display this CSS. You can see a nice CSS is added our input tag. Here you can see this is not applying because here there is a typo. Whenever I will save, you can see the styles for our form is showing successfully, and also our this input text. You can see I increase the height, that is 40 pixels. I apply margins, then border radius I also apply, and I remove the unnecessary border. So I write here border none, and then we have to apply style for this button tag. So this is not CSS video, so I explain this stuff in brief. Now the time is come for apply CSS to our button. So I apply this, background color is red. You can see here this is apply, and cursor pointer, because whenever I will go inside this button you can see cursor pointer. I make this color or text bold, so I write here font weight 600. I apply margin top, so it will be show here, then font size. Now the time is come to add CSS for this h1 tag. So we have to apply margin bottom, so it will go little up from this input tag. So now sign up screen, go inside form and h1. Here first I write text align left, and then we apply margin bottom, that is 25 pixels. You can see whenever I will save the text align left, it will move here, and it also apply margin bottom. So this looks great. You can see like this, and now the time is come to actually display these two text inside our this project. For that, go inside our synapscreen.js. After this button, inside this h4, I create two span. First is for new to Netflix, and second is for sign up now. Here I write new to Netflix, and second is for sign up now. Then let us apply class name because it not looks well. So class name first is sign up screen gray because this is in like gray color. Name is totally up to you. Sign up screen gray, and we also have to apply the class name that I write here sign up screen link. So now save the file and go inside the synapscreen.css. First we have to apply CSS for our h4 tag. I want to copy this, and inside our h4 I write text align left, and I also apply margin top because I want to display the gap between our button and this h4 tag. So margin top is 30 pixels. Then I want to display the gray color for this. So I use the class that is sign up screen gray. and I apply the color. You can see this looks nice, and whenever I go inside this, I want to write cursor pointer, and also I want to display underline like this. You can see. So sign up screen link, and I want to apply the hover effect. So cursor will be pointer, and text decoration, that is underline. So now save the file, and whenever I will go on this, you can see here there is some text decoration is applied, but here is not gap between these two span. So let us apply spacebar and save the file. So here you can see this looks nice, similar like our this screen. Now we are creating two functions. First is for our sign in, and second is for our sign up now. So if the user has the email and password, then it will be going inside the sign up, and if the user have to register to our NetflixClone app, then it will go inside this. So for that I am creating two functions, and you can see here guys, whenever I click on this button, the whole app is refreshed. So I don't want to do this. So for that, first of all, I want to create the function. First is our register, and here I am taking the event like this, and I write here e dot prevent default. It will not refresh automatically like I show you earlier. And second function is for sign in. Now if the user will click on this button, then it will go on this sign in function. So I write here on click sign in, and also the user press enter after this password. Then I write here, that is on submit editing, and I want to call the function, that is sign in, and second function is for sign up now. I write here on click, and here we will call the function, that is register. Now save the file. Whenever I click on this, our whole app is not refreshed because we write here prevent default. And now the time is come to implement the database inside our project. Whenever our user will register or sign in, the database is called, that is Firebase. You heard right. We are going to implement Firebase provided by Google inside our Netflix clone. So let us go inside Firebase, go inside, go to console. I want to create a new project here named Netflix clone, and click on continue. Here I don't want this Google Analytics for this project, so this take time. Meanwhile, I want to go inside my another terminal and install Firebase like this. npm install Firebase and press enter here. Your new project is ready. So I want to click on continue. Here you can see NetflixClone, and now I want to go inside this web. Then inside this register app, I write here a nickname that is Netflix clone, and I also set up this Firebase hosting and click on this register app. Then I already install these Firebase tools globally inside my machine. So if you haven't do this yet, then you have to simply copy this and paste inside your terminal. Now I click on next and again continue to console. So here I want to go inside my project settings of Netflix clone, then go inside this config, and this stuff we have to copy and use inside our project. First of all, I want to go inside our source folder, and here I create a new file called firebase.js, and here we have to paste this stuff that Firebase provide us. And remember, we install Firebase, so we have to import that. So I write here import Firebase from Firebase, and first of all we have to initialize our app from this user side. So I want to create a new variable name Firebase app, and to initialize our app I write here initialize app, and I pass this variable that had API key, authentication domain, and all of this stuff. So I write here Firebase config. Then I want to create two variable. First is our database variable, and second is authentication variable. So here I am writing Firebase app.firestore, and here Firebase.auth, because we want to apply the authentication functionality inside our app. Now I want to export this variable that is auth, and second one is db. Now save the file. Here you can see we apply the authentication using this email and password. So you have to go inside this authentication and click on this get started, because we want to apply the authentication with email and password that is here. We have to enable this and click on save. So you can see here, this is enabled now. Now we have to go inside the signup screen.js file, and first we have to import our authentication variable. So import auth from Firebase, and I want to use the email reference and password reference for our authentication purpose. So here inside this, let us write email reference, and second variable is for our password reference, and I am using the use reference. You can see here this is import from React, and by default it is null. So you can remember there is a value tag inside the input tag. This is similar like this. It will point a finger inside our email and password. So whenever we change value of email and password, this variable takes care of that. So use reference is null. So here for our input tag, I apply email reference, and for our password tag, I also apply password ref, and now go inside register function, and after this prevent default, I want to create the user whenever he will click on this sign up now. So we have to create the user with email and password. So I write here authentication and create user with email and password, because user entering first time inside our app. So he is registering now. So that's it guys. This is the function that provided by Firebase to create user with email and password. So this is the magic of Firebase. It is very simple, and inside that I want to get the value of email reference and password reference, and after this we have to apply promise. So if the function is called, then for our checking purpose I write console.log. So first we have to write here authentication user. Here for our checking purpose I write auth user, and if there is an error I call this catch method to display the error while creating user with email and password inside our database. So if an error will call, then we have to alert error dot message, and now save this file. Make sure you refresh our page. Here is an error because there is an typo here, Firebase. So now save the file go inside this get started. Now I am registering. You can see our input tag is empty and you can see the error. The email address is badly formatted. So let us register. Joel@gmail.com and password is abc and click on this sign up now. Go inside the console. You can see here the user is created successfully. This is the whole detail. Whenever I register inside my app, this register functionality is worked properly. So now we have to go inside this sign in function and let us improve this. Now we register successfully inside our app. You can see here we get the whole data of our user, and now if our user already registered, then he will be going at the sign in button. So for that, let us write here auth.sign in with email and password. So this is the simple function provided by Firebase, and here I will get the value of email reference and password reference. Dot value, and here I apply this promise. Similar like our register button, I write here for checking purpose auth user, and if there is an error, like you can see earlier, whenever I click on this sign up button, you will get the error like email address is badly formatted because we applied this catch method. And to display the error, we write here alert alert.message, and now save the file. So our sign in function is now complete. Now you have to go inside the Firebase and go inside these users. You can see here inside my database, we are getting the value of joel@gmail.com because we register with this email. So this looks good, guys. Now we are adding an functionality like if the user sign in earlier inside our app, then whenever our user open next time this Netflix app, then it will automatically go inside the home screen. Every time he don't want to allow this sign in method with email and password, so we automatically fetch the user that he register or not. So for that we are applying use effect inside our app.js. This is the listener method. Above of this return, I am right here use effect, and we also have to import from React. And this is the syntax of this use effect. Inside this, I want to apply this cleanup method, that is unsubscribe. This is very necessary to clean up our functionality. So const unsubscribe, and here we change on authentication state change. So we are automatically fetch the user auth inside the app.js. So if our user is authenticated, then he will be go inside like log in, otherwise logged out. So we are adding this functionality inside our app, and after this we have to return the unsubscribe. Here we have to write user auth. So now all the error is gone. Here we have to write user auth. So now all the error is gone. Now let us take a quick pause here. If you want to continue with this project, then you can check my description. I added the part 5 video link, and if you like this part 4, then give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't done yet. So thank you and bye bye. Keep watching to IT Buddies.